or a gateway to other realms, dimensions, a way to escape this matrix, to unplug ourselves from reality we know and have come to accept. I did a video on astral projection, and from my experience, I find that little tunnel of white light that I believe is a portal, a tunnel, a gateway to other realms in our universe. Now, in opening this first eye, we have to realize. We have to realize that in doing this, there's going to be pros and cons. I'm Gebaton, and we still smoking. And if you haven't done, please subscribe, like, share, so you can always be up to date with my crazy life, the crazy life of Gebaton. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. The pros and the cons. I say we start with the cons. All right? In this journey of opening the first eye, you will, and I'm sorry, lose friendships, relationships, family members, not passing away, I'm saying. Losing that connection with friends, family, and relationships that we once had. This is one of the things that you will have to come to accept, because you will no longer see not eyes to eyes, but eye to eye. 2, the reason for one is because now you'll be almost speaking another language. You won't even, when people talk to you, you no longer see the way that they do. And they will not share the same opinions that you do, speaking 2 different languages. Going back to 1. Relationships, friends, family. What else? You may at times find you might be losing your sanity. Okay? It's happened to me where things even just, it's mind-boggling how precise sometimes you can be with the pros, and we'll get to the pros. But sometimes that's enough to scare people to close it back up. What else? You will feel, I'm Gebaton, and we still smoking. You will feel energies, good and bad. Because everything is balanced. There's balance with everything. Where there's good, I'm sorry, there will be bad. Because you no longer reside in the 3rd dimension. You are now seeing the reality that has been made for you. But you can change that all through thought. You realize the lies that have been fed to you. Okay? We'll get to that. 3, or for wherever we are, because when you start to reside in these other dimensions, the dates, days, other things start to not matter anymore. Life starts to matter, the joys of life. So, whatever number we're on, your road, the road that you're walking on, your journey that you're about to take, that you're about to embark on, or bump, whatever that word is, and we still smoking. That's why I'm Gebaton. That's why this is my crazy life. I hope everybody's having fun. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Let's get on with it. The road becomes harder. The journey that you were taking to become, whether it's more healthy, more self-sufficient, more in tune with nature, you want to start giving back. Those are some signs that your third eye has been opening up. The road becomes harder though. While you're going through this journey that is so amazing and so colorful, and things you didn't even know that were possible become possible, the road for you becomes harder. That's how it goes. For some reason, everybody that I talk to will say the same thing. With the losing of friends and acquaintances and all that other things, your road becomes harder because you don't reside in that low frequency area no more. Because you now reside in this higher vibration and higher realm, with the good and the bad don't want to see you doing good. Okay? So you're going to have the bad trying to get you back down to where you were, back in that third dimension, back to residing in the matrix. These are the things that you have to fight through in order to stay at this level, this high vibrating level of life, of love, of unity, of equality, of all being one. In this universe, there are going to be, I don't like to say entities because it scares people, but with good comes bad, and when you pass through the realms, there's going to be temptations. There's going to be temptations. There will be temptations in this life to bring you back down to that low. You could be somebody who was an alcoholic and you've been 10 years, the journey of 2 years of being with no alcohol in your system, and you gave up drinking. But during those years, the 10 years, that road was never going to be easy. It was never meant to be like that in order for you to be happy. That's just the way the universe works. It is up to you to say, no, I don't want to fall for that trap anymore. I was the one of the few people who didn't take the knee, and that was all part of not falling for it and not being pulled back into the matrix, back into the Babylon system. Moving on. The energies that will try to stop you, we did that. And we did that. Okay, let's go to now we're getting to the good stuff. The pros. First one, like we said, the realizing. Realize you come to start to see all the lies that you were fed your whole life. In school, to nursery rhymes, to why we were taught to spell. Everything that you've come to know has been a lie. And because of that, you now begin to seek out truth. You begin to delete the useless information that has been fed to you, that has been downloaded into your universe. This is your universe because you control it. All the information that was fed to your universe, you now have to delete and start to now download